Okay, what's going on out there, everybody? Rooster here in Tennessee, and taking a little time to do a little inventory video here. Obviously, this isn't everything. I always like to put that out there. Microphones and other radio accessories can be found roostercb.com, along with some of the stuff that you see here in the video. We'll go over some things that aren't here present in front of me, and then we'll just kind of speak on some of the stuff that's sitting here and go from there. Like to do these from time to time. Again, this is not near all the inventory. I just try to highlight certain items and kind of put them under the spotlight there and just remind people what I have. So, not pictured, something that I've done a couple videos on here last week or two is the 6-element OWA style antenna, Yagi beam. OWA standing for optimized wideband array. The wideband part being the focus. That antenna will tune, as you guys saw from the video, from channel 1 to channel 40, basically stay below a 1-to-1 SWR. And we'll talk probably 150 or 160 channels and stay below a 1.5. Really good talking antennas. You do need to use a balun with them. They are direct fed. So basically, you come in to the balun with your rotor loop or your main feed line, whatever you're using, right here. Come out the other side with these straps, and you hook those to your driven element. If you need to fine tune it, you can slide the driven element in and out. But that's what it is, direct fed to the driven element. You do need to use a balun to prevent common mode current. Have one of those ready to go. If somebody's interested, shipped one out a week or two ago, and there's one more that's ready to go right now. So if you're interested in that, get with me and I'll get you a shipping quote together. Excess power stuff, just a reminder, that's the one of the super banks up top there. And then there's the, that's a lithium battery down below. Now, what they have told me about this particular lithium battery, this is the PWR S6 3400. Speaking of Sean, he told me that one of these lithium batteries is basically equivalent to 2 to 3 AGM D3400 batteries, which is a 1100 cranking amp battery. And he said the performance out of these lithiums is basically, one of these lithiums will do about what 3 of those will do. So we may find out about that soon. May end up putting some in a mobile and seeing how they do. But I do have them in stock. Try to offer people a discount on the excess power stuff if you buy an amp. So just keep that in mind. Amps, of course, Fat Boys. Got some of the smaller ones over here on this side, and then some of the larger amps over here to the left. Just go over these real quick. That's a 1-drive-and-2, 2879. That's a low drive amp, of course. 25 watts peak going in or so. Another 1-drive-and-2. That one's got a 454 driver. This one back here. This one's got a 2290 driver. Micro amps. I've got some of these in trucker style amps, if you want to call them. There's the 2-pill 2879s right there, and then 2-pill 454 there. I've only got one of the 2-pill 454s. Should expect somewhere between 250 and 300 out of it. And then the 2-pill 2879s, they don't have a fan on them, so obviously not made to sit here and talk on for, extremely long periods of time, but great to throw in a vehicle. You don't have a lot of room or put in a semi or something like that. A lot of guys, don't have a lot of room, so these work really good for that. It's a really small amp. If you want to, you could add a fan. But they're just made kind of on a budget, save people some money and not take up a lot of space. 2-pills, 2-pill 2290 and a 2-pill 454 there in the back. Nice little standalone amps, or to use to drive like an 8-pill. Stryker 447, I've got 2 of these that are tuned up and ready to go. 66s are stock right now, have not done anything to them yet. I got 2 of those in. Obviously, they'll be discounted if you want to buy one that's completely stock, non-tuned, non-converted or anything. But the Stryker 447s are ready to go. RM Italy's, this is the last RM Italy stuff I have right now. I've got this one little 203. The only difference in the 203 and the 203P is the 203 does not have preamp, whereas the 203P does. That doesn't mean the P does not stand for powerful. Some people get kind of discouraged when you say, oh, I've only got the 203. They're like, well, I wanted the P. And, some folks don't know that the only difference is the P has a preamp and this one does not. 703, these are hard to get sometimes. I've mentioned that before. This is the 500 water, the big boy with 2 fans on it. Has sideband, preamp, all of that. Surprised I still have it. Maybe some people don't know that I still have one because they generally sell out pretty fast, and sometimes it's months before I can get more of these. They're the hardest one to get of them all. They don't get as many of these done as the 503s and the 203s and stuff of that nature. There's the AD203 Stinger board. I sell a lot of those, really popular. People put in Cobra 29s, McKinleys, stuff like that. This is a Bird 43 with a peak kit in it. I'm not a distributor for Bird. Maybe within this year, I may end up being. Just a lot on the plate there. I hadn't got really around to trying negotiating with them or anything, but it's a relatively new meter. Has a peak kit in it. I have tested it against my bench meter, and it reads very close to the same. It may actually even read just a little bit stingier, but reads really close to the same. I'll put that up on the website if nobody messages me on it. Like I said, it's like brand new. One little imperfection right there, but besides that, it looks brand new. Strykers, 497, 955, and 655. I have not done anything to these. And I'll just tell you guys, if you want to do a little research and watch some YouTube videos, you'll save yourself a little bit of money just buying them the way they sit and doing the, doing the little fine tuning yourself. Because if you don't know, these things have a secret, I say in quotes, secret menu that you can go in and adjust the modulation. You can adjust the bottom end carrier, top end carrier. There's all sorts of stuff you guys can adjust. As other people have said, excuse me, in other videos, I recommend writing the settings down before you do that. But, if I have to take the time to mess with them, it's obviously, I'll mark them up a little bit for my time. But if you want to save a little money, you guys can buy them the way they sit. And, like I said, just do a little research, watch some YouTube videos, and you can pretty much do them up however you want to do them. Like I said, they're heavily menu oriented, and more so than even some of these menu driven radios. I mean, basically almost every adjustment can be made just within the menu on these guys. So nice radios though. I like the 497 a lot myself, but 955 obviously the most popular. Fat Boy amps, these are the larger amps I have. One driving 4 2879C with a 2879 driver. One driving 4 standard 2879 with a 2290 driver. 4-pill 2879 standard large cabinet with sideband, biasing and delay for sideband. Normally you'd have to pre-order that amp, but it is available right now, no wait time. Brand new. 8-pill 2879 standard high drive amp. Takes 250 to 300 watts of drive peak going in. You'll see anywhere from 1700 to 1900 out. 8-pill 454. Single fan. Sold several of these. Everybody gets them, loves them. 125 watts is what you can swing into one for max output. They'll do around 1250 watts PEP. Some people might say, well, why would I do that when I can get a 4-pill 2879C that'll do the same amount of power if I drive it hard enough? Well, there's a couple of reasons to go with the 8-pill 454. Number one, there's 8 transistors, so the heat is being distributed among 8 transistors instead of 4. Makes it a little bit tougher. Number two, to get 1200 watts out of a 4-pill 2879C, you would want to drive it with 200 plus watts. So that requires you to have a bigger driver, a more expensive radio, this, that, and the other. With this, you drive it with 125 watts, 120 watts, you're going to see, full output out of it. So that's the benefits to the 8-pill 454 over the 4-pill C. And it's a little bit larger cabinet too. So it runs a little bit, probably runs a little bit cooler overall. The combination of larger cabinet and the heat being dissipated over 8 transistors versus 4. A couple of items. These will be going to eBay if nobody hits me up tonight probably, or tomorrow. I've tested both of them, done videos. I did sell the gray 150. You know, the little gray 150, I had priced that thing for probably a week to people for $125, and I put it on eBay and it brought over 200 bucks. So I think I've priced these pretty fair. The 400 has Toshiba 2290s in it. I don't know what the little Palomar 250 has, but it does good. It does around 250 watts. Like I said, I'll put them both on eBay if nobody hits me up on them. Amps. So right now there's a heatsink shortage going about, and I'm not saying that to scare people into buying amps right now, and I'm not price gouging prices or anything. The prices are still the same, but it could be a little while. Could be October or later before we can really get to cranking with getting new amps in. I got a very large order in, and you're looking at part of it here in front of us, and that could be it for a while. So keep that in mind, especially if you're wanting something like an 8-pill. You know, it could be a couple months before I get more of them. So if you want one, I have them here right now. I can't say when I'll have them again. I think that's about it, guys. No need to ramble on here. Looking at doing a break next year. Took a poll, and you guys seem to prefer having a break in October if we have one. And I've got a list of venues that I'm going to check out and kind of see. I'm going to try to make it an indoor/outdoor. That way, if we have bad weather, we can still have the break inside. That's always the best course of action to me, because a lot of these outdoor breaks, if it rains, if it snows, whatever, they're basically ruined. So we'll try to do an indoor/outdoor and try to plan that for sometime next year. Still in the developmental process of that, but that's about it, guys. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody's business. Been busy, of course. Hopefully be doing a giveaway soon. We're almost at 11,000 subscribers, so when we hit 11,000, I'll do something just to celebrate another 1,000 subscribers. But as always, appreciate everybody's business. For other stuff not pictured, echo boards, mics, antennas, LED lights, stuff of that nature, check out the website. That's roostercb.com. You guys can always email me, roostertn@roostercb.com, or shoot me a text, 423-299-3535. Everybody have a good one. Take care. Rooster in Tennessee. See you. Bye.